right, happy Friday. Welcome to my channel. Wanted to just talk a little bit about just recent events that's happened in my life. As some of you may have known, if you are on my Facebook or Instagram page, that I had posted something about being healed, that I am healed, that I had recently had gotten into an auto accident as a passenger in a vehicle. And and I was recently, I had found out, it was really the end of March, beginning of April, I had found out that there was something that was missed from the initial accident in January that I was healed from. But realized I also in that post I had said that I would just post a little bit about the accident that had happened this year. And so that's what I am doing. So just to start off, I will follow up with a post on where I did state that I am healed, I was healed, and I'm still being healed. I'm definitely on this road to recovery, and it's been a journey that you find out more about who God is, who the Lord is, um, who you are, um, and also, yeah. So wanted to just start off with this part one of the video of the car accident. Like I said, I was in a ride share, and I was actually on my way to work. I was almost there. We were turning towards my job, we got hit on the passenger side, the rear passenger side, and where I was sitting. And I guess that car did not see us, so they didn't have a chance to slow down. So they hit the vehicle, and the car that it was in got struck on my side, and then it ended up, I guess because of the force, it ended up spinning and hitting another vehicle. And know that I don't fully remember all of it. I don't remember it at all, and I can tell you why. Is because I didn't see the accident, even though I was looking in the direction that the car was coming in from. I didn't see the actual vehicle hit the car. All I remember is the impact that was, and I believe it was the airbag to my head. Because all I remember is that, and this is where, for those, this is to glorify God, this is to glorify the Lord, this is to give praise to them and all that they do, because in that moment when the impact happened, it literally felt like I was taken out of this realm into the spiritual realm. I can't explain it, I can't describe it, but all it felt like was that I was just pulled into a different place, into the spiritual realm. And I just felt, and that was just part of their protection, and I just felt the impact to my head, and it was reverberating, and it's a pain that I cannot describe, that initial contact. But I just remember grabbing my head and just leaning to the side and trying to get my head to be stable. I know I just needed my head to be stable and not move, and just was holding it there. I don't fully remember now, if you know, um, what all the conversations were. I remember the part of it, of all the commotion going on around me. But I do remember the driver that was driving me. She was very concerned about me, and it sounded like she was fine. And I was, and then, and I remember her talking to emergency responders, and they got there pretty fast, and they they're able to get me out of the vehicle, and was able to like stabilize, get me in a neck brace, and get me into And mind you, during this, like, I had held my head and keeping it like still instead, like I had to keep it still. I just knew that. And I just remember I couldn't open my eyes. No matter, like, I could not open my eyes. And so, as they were taking me to the ambulance and I got into the ambulance, I just started worshiping. I started worshiping, and then after that, after a few minutes, I was then I could open my eyes, and I didn't feel the pain. So I opened my eyes, and yeah, opened my eyes and looked around, and I could talk to the EMS workers, and I could smile, and I just know, and I think I was worshiping. I don't know, I can't remember if I was worshiping out loud, if I was worshiping to myself, but all I know is that I just started worshiping and just praising God, praising Jesus, and I just opened my eyes, and I didn't feel like the pain that I was feeling anymore now. And then so that's just to give him praise, just to give him glory. But yeah, so that's just the just wanted to just give you that part, because I think it's very important, of just, you know, I just want to give them, it belongs to them, because I wouldn't be here if the Lord wasn't there to be there with me. And because it was a head injury, and the fact that I could praise and worship, I believe helped me tremendously with my mind, because you'll find out later on in the next video why that is. But yeah, but I pray this blesses someone, that even in the midst of something difficult, that you don't understand what's happening, you don't understand what's going on, there is chaos, there's commotion, that he is still in the midst of it, you know, and that we can take that, you know, that there is strength within us, that we can take that step back to give praise and thankfulness, just for where we're at, even though it's something that we were not expecting. And I do have to say that, you know, this is like the first major accident that I've ever been involved in, and I didn't realize the range of emotions. If I can tell you, I think after the initial impact, and I'm just holding I like went through, I don't know, I went through so many different emotions. It was like panic, it was crying, it's like all of a sudden a flood of emotions just came rushing at me, all within seconds, that I couldn't control it, I couldn't grasp it, I just went through it. And it just felt like my body in itself was just in this place of shock, like, what just happened to me, like, what just happened to us, like, you know. So that it's all right to go through this, because it's not just ourselves, our body feels the trauma, like, the trauma just goes deep. But how great is God, or Jesus, and how they can bring healing and restoration no matter how much we have gone through. There is nothing they cannot heal, nothing that cannot be done, and that they're always watching over us and having their angels to protect us. And yeah, so that's what I just wanted to come on and just put out there. I pray this blesses someone again. I pray it blesses you, and that you have a wonderful, beautiful weekend. And just, yeah, just be careful out there while you're driving. And I just pray that everybody that's listening, that you continue to have traveling mercies wherever you shall go. So yeah, all right. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you in the next video.